speaking of the world, want to hear the stray heard around the world?
Oh my god.
That was wild, fam. But it actually was crazy because it brings up a lot of thoughts, a lot of questions that I've been having. Like
Let's hear it.
because no, because okay, I'm talking about as hip hop artists, right? Um, I mean, you've done shows before. I've done shows, like, you know what I'm saying. We've been on both sides of the spectrum. We've snuck into shows as kids. We've actually been older and performed at shows, like, so I can see both sides as artists and shit like that. So I can see both perspectives. Like,
did security at shows. I'm not gonna
oh
assume
yeah,
that
oh yeah,
dude,
exactly.
that other
Every
dude's
angle of the
perspective.
show.
That other dude's perspective.
Right. No, because it's funny because with the Kendrick Drake battle, right? It
Shout out
brought
Drake.
up oh yeah, shout out that battle, by the way. You know what I mean? It was a dope battle for hip hop. It was a great one for the culture. They did their big one. That was the shit. I actually enjoyed the battle thoroughly on both sides. We all know who won it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out K Dot. We're just gonna leave it at that though. You know what I mean? Shout out both of y'all for just even doing it. You know what I mean, for the culture. You know what I mean?
100%. Shout out
Shout
for
out
doing
K
it,
Dot.
y'all.
Yeah, for sure. And you're lucky this is not going to be a pod about all the missteps of certain people in the battle, because I could cook if I wanted to, but we ain't gonna do that. Now, what I thought was crazy though, because like, and it was dope. One thing that I want to do concede to Drake is you called the end to that battle at the appropriate time. Let's be clear, just because, like, if you noticed, his responses were risky as hell because a lot of his responses were attacking the community, and I was wondering why nobody said anything about that. But it's only a matter of time if somebody puts it together. You know, Drake be kind of lyrical and shit. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they caught it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's a few of them. I don't know. So I don't know if they caught it or chose to not catch it or chose not to catch it. But and even the allegations that, you know what I'm saying, he was hitting you with, you know what I'm saying, that's something you don't really want to be having to talk about, or, you know what I mean, and address on records. Like, you know what I mean, that one's a door closer for sure. Like, that was very interesting. I'm sorry, not very interesting. That was very smart and very strategic. To just, you know what, like, bro, you got the battle. Like, you know what, especially because he was quadrupling down on that shit too. He was riding that bitch to the into the ground, bro. Like, he was not gonna let that. Nah, bro, he's gonna come out with something newer and newer and newer with that same angle and just hit you right in the same gut shot. Like, and even if it was not true, bro, it was like I said, it was the execution, because, you know, the internet's gonna internet. So, like, so then they started finding videos of Drake bring 17-year-old girls, like, on the stage, like, and singing to them. Then they found some other stuff from some chick on No Jumpers talking about, oh yeah, Drake DM me he used to watch my basketball team when I was in high school. I was like, yeah, you want to just go out and concede that, fam. But like I said, saying all that, like I said, I'm not sure how it goes either way. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. It's none of my business. I don't even give two shits. One thing, like, I did that, brought the question in my head when I said,
Yeah.
that's fucking, what was crazy to me is, right, when they said he brought a 17-year-old up on stage or the show, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, as an artist, you know how bright them lights are? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're in the crowd, you're like, and you're trying to do some crowd work, you just see some in the audience, just like, boom, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not over there like, yeah, let me get the young one. Like, you know what I'm saying? First off, you know, and check it out. And also, like, they're not supposed to be young ones at your show. Like, so it's like, if a 17, I'll be like tripping, like, how's a 17-year-old at the show in the first place? Like, nobody asked that question. But it also started making me wonder, how many times has a male artist messed with an underage chick on accident, or, you know what I mean, because that started to open the door.
On accident?
Well, I mean, it could be accident, or maybe it could be strictly on purpose. But I'm saying this battle right here was opening the door to some of that shit. And that's why I said Drake closed that door pretty quickly and very strategically, because once you start opening that door, then the fucking what is it, the clout chasers, the vultures of the game, like, you know, the culture vultures, like the DJ Vlads, they over there now, they start realizing there's an angle to get him some views, angle to, you know what I mean, do something worse, like, oh, like I said, the stray heard around the world. DJ Vlad just did an interview with Ruby Rose, and he said, she said, hey, yeah, didn't you used to because she just got with Drewski or some shit like that. Like, and everybody was like, yeah, what?
Who's Ruby Rose?
Ruby Rose is an internet video vixen chick. Like,
Like a Melissa Ford of now?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
She's been popping in the game for about 4 years, I guess 5 years. I've only seen her like on a video like one time. I don't know who she is, but she's supposed to be somebody cool. All the rappers are supposedly have been with her, right?
Okay.
Like it's the
Karen
thing.
Steffens.
Yeah, type shit. It's alleged. It's the rumor. I wasn't there. I don't know her. I don't know her life. But anyway, so it was funny because the internet came out with a list of like dudes she's been with, like, you know what I mean, because she just got with somebody new, and they're like, I can't believe you're with her because such and such. Internet just internet. So anyway, so short story short, a comment was made under one of those under the picture, and the comment said, "How can you have messed with all those dudes? You just turned 21." And that just really hit me. When I said that comment, I said, "Wait a minute, she been modeling." I started doing. What was that Migos video? Like, I was like, hold on, like, you know what I mean? Okay. Then I started interneting myself. So then, right when I start interneting, I go boom to a DJ Vlad interview, and he already got her on the show, and she over there. You know, he gonna 5-part it, but he only put out one part right now. And he said something, and she asked her the question. He said, have you messed with such and such rappers? So she said, yeah. He said, have you messed with Travis Scott? She said, yeah. He said, when? He said, when? She said, when I was younger.
But she didn't say underage.
No, thank God. So, then and thank God for Vlad, because he actually didn't try to go in depth any further. He just said, "Oh, okay, cool," because you know what I mean, because you just turned 21, so it couldn't have been that long ago. Ha 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 ha. So, and then they ended the clip. So I don't know if he's going to try to expose Travis. But like I said, the stray heard around the world. Kendrick beef, Drake beefing, Travis finally, you know what I'm saying, got out the mix, out the way of that little sacrificing his crowd members and shit, like, or his audience and shit like that. He was minding his business, and he was just over there, got astray, walking his kid at the park or some shit, and got astray out of nowhere, like on some 2015 shit. Can you imagine? Like, you just over there minding your business, and she was like actually cool. Like, I'm not trying to talk to you. Like, I'm cool. You're married. I'm cool. I'm moved out with my own thing. Like, I don't get, like, you know, it's like the Chris Brown Rihanna thing. Like, she's like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, y'all putting it on. Like, y'all doing too much about it. Like, I don't like. But I just thought it was crazy though, because if that is true, what do you think? True. If he did mess with her, when the allegation is that if you do the math, he was 21 and she was 17 or 16.
Who was 21?
Travis.
Okay, we're talking about Travis. Okay.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
Okay. I got a couple questions. Okay. First, so let's say they were boyfriend and girlfriend for sure.
Okay.
And we don't know if they had sex or not, but they were definitely boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
Right? So
we don't know that for sure either.
That's what I'm saying. So even that makes it like we still don't even know anything. So
right.
If they were boyfriend or girlfriend and he was over 18 or over and she was a minor, I'm sure most of us that are dudes, probably 25 and older, have had a friend or a homie or whatever that messed with somebody young or whatever. Like, this ain't like out the realm when you're in that age range. It just gets weird, right? You're like 4 years from like a drinker and then 2 years. So anyway, if they slept together, but there's no proof of it, and she's not making a complaint or filing anything, right? Does that really, he can't get charged, right? For like statutory? If there's no proof. Like, if we just all assume, but we have no proof, there's no video, there's no naked pictures of her.
Like, it depends on how much the government has an issue with Travis. The government could really pick up anything and look for anything. Like I said, if I just found all that right there in 10 minutes of internet search and internet sleuthing, like the FBI has tremendous resources at the time. I mean, now more than me. So I'm pretty sure they could, if they really wanted to go fuck with him, they could. Like, So
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it just seems like I can see if like the dad was mad and he's going for it, but he's got to
right,
figure out still proving that it happened, right? Unless
right,
one of them admit it. But and that's where I'm just kind of like, yo, like if they did what they did and they're a few years apart, but he's older and she's a minor, but I don't know, it just still it's out of my hands, man. Like I feel like we've all been in that age bracket, like that are older, right? Like you've
yeah,
seen that happen, so
yeah,
maybe it is possible. Like I guess I'm supposed to. I just kind of like so what? Like he slept with a 17-year-old and he was 21. It's 4 years, right? I mean,
yep.
there's 25-year-olds with 30-year-olds. Like that's 5 years, right? It's
There's
just I
40,
guess,
there's 40-year-olds with 30-year-olds.
and this
You know what
and
I
my
mean?
point and my point is it's
There's,
just because of that little range.
mm,
Those couple in 4 years all make it all weird, right? And so
mm,
that's why I'm just like, if they were like boyfriend, girlfriend, and love, and they did it, and that's just on them, and they know, and there's no proof, then I ain't got no issues, you know. But if they got
mm.
like sex videos and she's a minor, then I'm like, yo, you now you doing
Yeah,
a
you
little too
bugging. Yeah, you
much,
bugging.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I'm kind of at with it. Just like I don't like that's
Mm,
they biz at that age. It all gets funky anyhow. You kind of
mm.
waiting like, yo, one more year,
Right.
girl. Like we can, like
Wow.
all that kind of shit, right? Like
Wow.
everybody that's been in that situation, you're like 1 year older than your girlfriend and you're just waiting type, whatever, right? So I don't know about the whole history of hip hop with like underage girls and all that. I mean, because it could be underage boys. Like we could really make a hard right turn, right? So
Right.
I
And this
just
is what
think,
I was saying with the. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
so ultimately, like, mm, I don't know. I just hope everything was done on the up and up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
between Travis and Homegirl and all that.
Yeah.
That's all.
And no, I didn't really want to go like hella in depth about that. Like I
Yeah,
said,
just to say that
I
piece.
just thought, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just thought it was interesting because like I said, Drake cut it off, like cut the battle off at a very good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
Yeah,
if it would keep going down this road, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do something that you all, especially in a battle, you got to do something bigger and better than the last one. So if you already did this about the whole pedophile and this and this and this, what is gonna be next? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta close that door. Like, look how the door got cracked open for a second, and DJ Vlad was waiting for it to happen, and it didn't happen, and he went and found something. Like he went and
he
found
always
something.
waiting so he can get
Yeah,
his name in
like
there.
yeah. I'm like, bro, like just insert themselves in the battle, man. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like this whole everything just being more blatant in your face. Like I saw that DJ Vlad move a mile away when he said, "Oh, check it out, I got this new video dropping." I was like, "Oh, okay, here he comes. He's trying to play off the." Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
That's his move. But
yeah.
I mean, he to me like
Theo,
he ended it, and that kind of just showed me more of his ego. He had to end it. He had to have the last word. But for in my eyes, like I don't remember, and maybe you can help me remember, but I don't remember Jay-Z having to make something after Ether.
he did though, didn't he?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm guessing he did, but I feel like after Ether, he just kind of
I thought he went
like
back to the Blims.
maybe I don't know. I'm
There
just
was
saying
definitely a lot
like
of there was definitely a lot of subliminals in his music to Nas
oh for
after
sure
Ether. Yeah,
Blims, but in terms of
yeah,
like rap battle. So this is what I'm saying.
huh.
I'm just trying to look
Mm,
at
yeah,
Hove and Nas, which
mm,
is a rap beef we saw play out over time
mm,
and still end peacefully. People didn't die, right? Like so
right,
these two can technically just stop whenever. It's just
right.
whoever was the last one, right? So that's why I was trying
Mm,
to think like Ether. I feel like Ether was the last one, and we just kind of like, and then they just kept doing subs or whatever like they were
yeah,
before, but
mhm.
they kind of brought it to the front for everybody to see, and then they went back to like
The Blims, yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah,
and I feel like that's kind of like where we're at with Drake and Kenny now, right? We're
right.
probably just
Yeah.
gonna get that, and so it has to stop at some time. They can't battle
Oh,
forever.
oh, it's over. It's over.
Oh, you
Drake
know,
already conceded. Yeah, so I was like, yeah,
obviously, but I just
yeah,
meant like even if we took that out the equation, like some
yeah.
people that are more newer into hip hop got to realize like they ain't gonna battle till they 50. Like it's gonna
No, I don't
stop, and
know.
then
It's
they're
over
gonna
with.
continue on with their lives and
Yeah,
maybe getting other beefs or battles or whatever. But
yeah.
um, I wanted to ask you, man, like, what do you think Drake should do if you
What?
were his PR man right now and you were like his dude, and he was like, "Yo, dog, I think you should."
Not shoot that sexy red video.
Okay,
This
That's
nigga's
it.
out right now, though. Like, motherfucker's doing
Yeah.
it right now. Like, nigga just, the nigga just said, Kendrick just said, every time I see you standing next to Sexy Red, like that would be, I would not, the next thing that comes out with my face would not be that Sexy Red. Like, I'd have to refund her money or whatever, or shelf it, or not unclear it. I don't know, but that wouldn't, PR, that's the first thing I wouldn't do. Like, the memes is finna eat him alive. Like, bro, they're gonna eat him alive, bro. Like, come on, man. He's got a good 6 months of at least getting roasted, like by the internet. Like the same games that you were playing with everybody else. Now you got to be the butt of that for 6 months. So I would tell him, man, go to Turks, kick it for a second. You know what I mean? Go get little. Go chef
Okay.
up. Go chef up something wild, bro. Go
Go
chef up
chill.
something wild. Because let's be real, Kendrick. You let Kendrick be your roll out on you. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick's gonna drop a fire ass album, so you can't come out for a minute anyway, because he's gonna be number one. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go back to the drawing board and come back with I think he's got to come back old, original, something just mind-blowingly new. Get back in
On
that
the
booth.
music side.
Yeah, and then because that's the only way he's gonna that's the only way he's gonna be able to get any kind of semblance of normalcy in his situation. You got to come back with some fire and make people forget. Like, you got to do the Gunna. Matter of fact, go call Gunna. Go call Future. You know you was trying to keep. You know you was trying to keep the relationship good with Future the whole time.
Better call 21.
Oh,
So what
let's
do you
go.
think of? So you think just musically is all you got to? Do you think he needs to do anything like outside the music for his image or anything? Or
Well, he's already
you know what I mean?
he's already ruined those relationships. Like, you could tell those relationships with those people, it's been too long. It's been too tarnished. I don't think any of those things he can heal or repair. Um, like I said, I have been hearing some stuff in the rumor mill. Like, it's not just like the artist. It's like, you know what I mean, the actual, you know what I mean, there's actual the machine itself. Like, it's probably trying to work against him as well. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just your time maybe it's just your time is up. Like, 15 years? Like, come on, man. Jayz didn't even do the 15-year thing. He went and started multiple businesses and started getting different bags. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you should fall back a little bit. Maybe start actually dropping some artists from OVO. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe ghostwrite for somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get the spotlight off you. Maybe it's time to like push OVO out there. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe start like, you know what I mean? Being like, turn OVO into Cash Money, get some artists. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe you need to be, because he's always working with all these newer artists, but he ain't signing no artists. Like, that mystified me. You ain't signed nobody. Like, you could have been signed some people by now. Like, and then you signed Weekend, and we all look how that worked out. Like, it was crazy. Like,
I
it's
mean, at least he
wild.
picked a good one, but yeah, that didn't work out well.
Well, yeah, well, everywhere you go, I learned this a long time ago. No matter where you go, you're still gonna be yourself.
True that. I guess. I mean,
But
for
your
me, I
thoughts? What
think
do you think he should do? Yeah.
I think he needs to do some like some public relation work, man. Like outside the music, I think he needs to like come back out with like an actual girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like not come out like womanizing. Like just come out with like actually with a shorty. You know, girlfriend up for a sec.
Oh, you want to do? Oh, you want to do that little scandal shit on him?
Hit the Rocky plan. You know what I mean? Like just lab up,
Have we ever
do
even
some
seen
music.
him with a girlfriend before?
That's my point. Like with all this shit, like wouldn't that be
I've
the
never
thing?
seen him with a
Wouldn't
girlfriend.
that be the
Yeah,
total flip?
yeah,
Like, yo, he went in the lab and now he got a lady he dealing with. Even if it's like kind of like on the hush or whatever. Like
yeah.
I think that would help on the PR tip. I just think he needs to do more than just the music. For me, I just think he might need to do a little more than the music. I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to kind of ask and see what you thought. But
I'm trying to tell you, I mean,
because we know industry wise,
he
yeah,
broke them. Yeah, he broke them relationships, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
industry wise, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But like I'm saying, like, who is he going to do music with going forward? That's a better question.
He can do music with whoever he wants.
Name 3 rappers right now.
I bet you Kanye go back to him. 21.
You think
Um,
21?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was because I didn't even listen to the whole project. Was 21 on that album of Future and Metro? Or any of those?
Oh shoot, that's a good question. I didn't actually listen to that whole album either.
If he was, then I might. But if he wasn't, then I'm gonna say
I don't see
21.
why. I don't see why 21 should do that. I mean, they should be cool.
That's
You're
what I'm
right. I
saying.
agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that.
So I'm gonna say those two. Who would my third be? Maybe I can see him trying to make a cool play with like Gibbs, just some wild ass shit. Like what the fuck? And
Okay,
Gibbs
for
doing it
artist.
for the look.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Gibbs thirsty as needed.
Gibbs be on one some days, and the other days he's like I'm hip hop. I got morals, and the other day he's like nah, I'm Tupac.
Yeah,
It's like all right,
I don't really
peace.
fuck with Spready.
Yeah. So there's three. I think that's what I'm saying. Like he's got enough clout, man, and he's like a LeBron. He's a big name in the game. You know, I mean, he's a Charles
True.
Barkley. He's somebody. So people are gonna like they've grown up listening to him. So some younger
Facts.
people will want to work with him. I don't think that's gonna be the thing, but I can see Kanye finally being like, "Hey, dog, you know how it feels to be on the ground too. You want to write for me again?
That's crazy.
You want to write for me again? My best music was with you, though. Said it
That's
on Dream Champs.
crazy. Said it on Drake.
That was
No.
crazy.
Kanye gotta be bipolar for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But you just want to give Drake the benefit of the doubt. That's pretty much what I'm getting from the whole thing. Like
No, no,
you think
no, no. Because I was gonna actually ask
okay.
you, what do you think Kenny should do next? I
Um
was trying to like just I want to see
oh,
like
oh
going
yeah.
forward type stuff, but I just wanted to start with Drake. But
Okay. Well,
you
going
know,
forward with Kenny, I
what should
think
Kenny do right now?
Kenny do Kenny do. What you know what Kenny do? What Kenny do?
Kenny do.
I'll tell you what Kenny do. um Now, right now with him, I think the album should be in the next couple months. It should drop right for summer. You should have some
Okay.
already just ready. Um, Big rollout tour. Big tour.
Mm,
Big feature game for you. The success of not. You know what I mean, not like that. Sorry, like
not like
that,
us.
and then not like us as well. You know what I mean, that is the perfect. And then oh yeah, and then the obliteration of the Drake legacy that you just ripped the whole chest plate off the armor, like you know what I'm saying, exposed a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's a very big thing you did in a very short span of time. So I would say drop the album. Like I said, ride that success because, like I said, you have hip hop's ears wide open right now. Like
Hmm.
anything you say next is gonna be viewed. Like you're definitely you're gonna go viral down to anything you do. So I would drop, like I said, drop the album. You know that's gonna go crazy on the sales. As long as you keep the same vibe you're on, I would even though I wouldn't do any more diss tracks with Drake. I definitely have some jabs in there, some you know what I mean, jab heavy, like you know what I mean, some like you know what I mean, some Canadian people don't want it, like you know what I mean, with some you know what I mean, just a little slick shit in there, you know what I mean. You know
Hmm.
what I mean, I'd even maybe go back to that old school Common line, you know, Canada Dry, even you know what I mean, shout out Common, just
Oh,
you know what I mean, you know what I mean, just you
okay,
know,
okay.
you can bring a Common flow in there, like you know what I mean. Like I could totally see where the whole thing would go. Like, you try to act royally, but I had to treat you like a common nerd. Like, you know, I could totally see where the whole thing. Like,
Mm,
oh man, yeah,
yeah.
I could totally see the whole Kendrick like wave with that. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, ride the success of that, and then fade off in the sunset like you always been doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Go back to what you was doing. Go get your bag. Obviously, you know what I mean. Get your big bag out this. You know what I mean? Your big one, and then you know what I'm saying, and then do exactly what you've been doing. Staying yourself. You know what I mean? Being you, because hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I don't really have no advice for the champ. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. But we can
Sorry.
dream. That's why
Yeah,
it's more. It's
yeah,
definitely more dreaming. That's why I
yeah.
like
I'm like,
it's
I guess
fun.
you know, I don't know what I can offer.
There ain't no
Something that he could
wrongs.
do better. Like, you
There
know
ain't
what I'm
no
saying? Like,
wrongs. But like you know.
that was the most well executed plan I have seen in hip hop in a minute. Like, that was
Oh
crazy.
wow.
That was crazy. That was
Oh,
well. That was definitely probably one of the best battles in hip hop that I've actually seen since I would go with Nas and Jay-Z, but I also want to say The Rock
mhm.
and the D Block. Like, remember when they used to
Mm.
go to the radio stations and they would just like, nah, like that was when beef was real. Like, nah, fuck all that. We're gonna spend money at the radio station to take over your shit from 9 o'clock to midnight, and we're gonna spend nothing but freestyles over beats talking shit about yo ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that was dope. That's when you know it was beef. Like, hold on, we spent some money on it, just so you could hear it specifically and everybody know in real time. Like that's when hip hop was lit. There was no internet. We wanted you to hear this immediately. We gotta go put some money on it. Like that's I respect that.
Yeah, them days.
But yeah, I think it was a good battle. On your scale of best rap battles in hip hop, where would you put this battle?
Um, I'll put this up there in top three because it's
Mm,
the biggest one so far of the internet era to me.
mm, agreed.
I do want to say I think this is the best hip hop character assassination we've seen, and I feel
Mm,
the other runner up, which to me before was the champ, was LL on Cannabis. In terms of like,
mm,
if you want to talk
I
about
forgot about that. Oh
character
yeah.
assassination, like who like messed up somebody's whole
Oh,
trajectory.
persona.
The whole
Hey
trajectory, he was
yo,
going like
shout
this,
out
fam.
LL for
He was
that.
going like this, fam.
I
Cannabis was like,
forgot. LL
yeah.
was the original 50. I
LL said,
forgot.
nah,
Nah,
that
fuck all
way,
that.
that way.
Your career is kind of
So,
busted, nigga.
so I'll say that. I just want to say, yo,
Yeah,
like
that's
this was the
true.
best assassination of character probably since LL. But top three, top three. What about you? Where would you rank this one?
I'm glad that you phrased it that way. You said you put it in the top. You know what I mean? Because it's you just woke my I forgot you woke my mind up to some other battles I forgot about. That LL cannabis battle. I totally forgot about that.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I had to
yeah.
go get that CD. Remember he dropped that on CD. The just the disc.
Just the
Just the
disc.
yeah.
Change the verse after he heard Homeboy. Come on,
Yup.
man.
Come
Come on,
on.
man.
That was big. I forgot.
Come
Had to go to
on,
the store and get
man.
that. Wait in line for that.
LL Petty,
LL too. I
baby.
just heard him too on do a freestyle on Sway the other day.
Yeah, he got
Like,
an album coming soon.
oh
Q-Tip
yeah, hey,
produce.
bars. Hey, he still got it. He got it.
Q-Tip produce. Oh yeah, he been in the lab. That's why he's
Oh
sharp
yeah.
right now. He
Oh
ready.
yeah. He you can tell he working. Yeah,
You know,
he said
Q-Tip ain't gonna let him slip. So
No, he gonna let him fall. Cute, yeah, cute, yeah.
highest voice, meanest intentions. Make sure you get it right, son.
He said highest voice, meanest intentions. You ain't never lied.
Right.
But yeah, what was the question again? Oh my bad. I don't want to divert too much from that. What was the
Oh no,
question?
no, no. Where you rank it in the in
Oh yeah, top
like
three. Yeah,
mine is the
yeah,
top three, but
yeah. You're the top three. I'll give it top five.
okay,
I'll
I'm
give it
good with
top
that.
five
I'm
because
good
I
with
ain't gonna
that.
lie. Like it was, like I said, it was big. Like I said, for the internet generation, this is definitely one of the biggest things. That's why I gotta give it that because this is the first one I want to say the newer generation really had. Like they really haven't had we had a lot. Like, you know what I mean? We had some good quality. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I mean, we had a plethora to choose from. I was thinking the 50 Cent Ja Rule, like
But that
that
had
was just
gaps. But that had gaps in it in time, in terms of like coming back and forth. Like they
mm.
didn't come back. Like this is why to me, like the internet era, like
You think it didn't come
with
back and forth?
the no, I'm saying like with technology now,
Mhm.
like Kendrick's back in 45 minutes, fam. Like
I
that's
don't
why
know
I'm
if
like
you I don't know if
this is a
you
whole
I don't know if you
different monster.
I don't know if you remember the G Unit mixtape days though. Like it was once a week, a whole album dedicated to fuck Ja Rule. Like every
Yeah.
week, it was like a whole mixtape. Like you don't remember I smell pussy, is that you? Ja? Mixtape,
Nah.
the whole thing. And then he made them all. And then he made them all catchy and they started getting on the radio too. Like that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. That was big for me as a G, especially like back
Um.
then because that was like mixtape times too. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so Ja Rule was. I do remember Ja Rule's. You remember his career? It
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like yeah. And then that 50 Cent shit happened, and then boom, he got shot. And then the mixtape era came out, bro. That was wild. He did that before Wayne mixtape era. Like that was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but like I said though, that he was 50 Cent was the first one like I said who I've ever heard drop a mixtape dedicated to fuck you. The whole
Mm.
mixtape with the everything Kendrick is doing, the bop, the love songs, like you know what I
All
mean,
the flavors.
everything, like you know what I mean, gangster shit, all the shit, and then a week later, dropping another mixtape with 20 more songs about fuck you again, and introducing his gang and the shit too at the same time, like boom, and then another week, another mix, like he did that, but he did like for the whole summer, like that was like 10,
Mm-hmm.
12 mixtapes all summer, like it was crazy, it was crazy, it was crazy. I felt bad for brother, and then the nigga after the nigga dropped the album, and then get famous. Like that
So
was
that one's definitely top three for you.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
50 and
definitely.
Ja.
50. Jay. I don't like that Jay and hold on, that Jay and Prodigy. That Summer Jam screen, like that was that Jay, that whole Jay Nas, everything.
Mm-hmm.
That Summer Jam screen, bro. That was legendary. Like that goes down in history, bro. Like niggas used to just threaten niggas with it. Like you know what I'm saying? Remember that was a whole like 10 years. Niggas used to threaten niggas. Nigga, you be on that screen next, nigga. Like niggas, like, all right, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, I'm be cool. Like, niggas used to threaten niggas with that. But yeah, like I said, top five though.
Okay.
Like
I ain't mad at that.
yeah, like I don't know, like I said, this is good for the culture. I'm glad Drake was rapping again. At least he came at this bitch and started rapping. He tried. Because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I think I was on an earlier pod saying, man, we just want this nigga to rap. Like, bro, just rap. Like, and he did.
True that.
And I think it was just too late.
I mean,
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.